In this section, we'll be going over some organizational methods in GameMaker Studio 2. In video 1, we'll go over naming conventions and their purpose. In video 2, we'll take a look at organization methods regarding groups, sprite-based grouping, and resource tree views. Finally, we'll look at importing and exporting resources between GameMaker Studio 2 projects. All this will give us the ability to easily manage our projects as they get bigger and more complicated. So let's get started. In this video, we'll be going over naming conventions and how they can make our lives easier when used. Due to GameMaker's projects containing many resource types, organization is very important. If we don't organize our projects, we will quickly come to find our project becoming harder and harder to work with as we search throughout our resource tree for what we're looking for. This goes the same for when we write code. It's common to reference resource names in order to write functioning code. For example, when we create a projectile, we would need to reference the bullet object or maybe its sprite. To make this easier, we can use naming conventions. Naming conventions are simple keywords, phrases, or letter combinations that clearly outline what a resource is. In GameMaker, it's common practice to use 3 letter combinations, which can outline a resource type. This allows us to easily distinguish between resources when writing code. The most commonly used letter combinations are as follows: SPR for sprite, OBJ for object, SCR for script, RM for room. Yes, this one is only 2 letters, but 3 is unnecessary in this case. SND for sounds, PTH for paths, SHD for shaders, FNT for fonts, TML for timelines, and TLS for tilesets. Not everyone uses the same combinations. Some people don't use combinations at all, but these are the most commonly seen and allow us to easily distinguish between resources while we're writing code. For example, if we wanted to reference a sprite, we would start by writing SPR, as we know all sprites start with this combination, and then, if turned on, GameMaker's auto code completion would show a list of all the resources starting with this combination, which would be all the sprites in our project. This auto completion could then of course be narrowed down even more by starting to type the rest of the sprite's name. This practice would then work for all resource types, be it an object, tileset, room, or any other resource in GameMaker. In this video, we learnt about naming conventions and can now apply this technique to help organize our projects. In the next video, we'll look at some more organization methods in GameMaker Studio 2.